Well, we've come to an area that's quite synonymous in the areas, and it's supposed to have old ammunition in it. So old ammunition and parts were dumped years ago. So we're going to have a little look here and see what information we can find. Locally known as Ammo Valley, you can see it's quite a valley, and they were mine workings that were used in the Second World War. So it's mudlarking with a big difference today. So we're going to have a look and see what we can find. Should be quite good fun. And just looking around here, I can find some old, here we are, ammunition cases. So this is an old ammunition case there. You can see the circular bit made of tin. There we are. So there's an old ammo case, I think, there. Very different. And here we have more and more of these cases here, and they're all in the area. Quite unusual. Shan't be taking any of them home, I don't think, at all, but big case there, and strewn all around here are these. An old car axle there as well. So it was used as a ammunition dump. And oh, further up I can see some more bits we're going to go and have a look at now. But these cases are quite incredible in the way that they've been buried here after the Second World War. And here's the bottom of one of the cases, and you can see it's made of almost like a card Bakelite type stuff. Really unusual, very strange indeed. So no old bottles or anything like that here, but still great fun in finding this. And there's another bit down there I'm going to look at in a minute with writing on it. And you can see there's some writing on this one. DNERTP, whatever that means. If you know what it means, please let me know, because it's quite of quite a bit of interest, but something quite different, that is. You can see another case on the floor here that's got one of the bottoms in it. It's got something written on it there, and it is written on there. Do you know something? I haven't got my glasses and I can't tell, but when I watch it back I'll know actually what it means. I'll check it out with Natasha in a minute and see if she knows what it says. Do you know what it says, Tash, on there? Any ideas?
That's MK1, M2, SB 87A, DC something 05. I'm not sure what that says.
Oh, blimey.
So it's like
interesting then.
A bit of a code word on there.
And we've actually found one buried in the ground here. It might be a complete one, so we're going to try and get this out. I don't know if you can just see it in there and see what a complete one should look like. Well, we're still trying to get it out at the moment. There's this piece of metal on the top here and this down here, so and it seems quite solid, so we'll try and get that one out and see what it looks like. You can actually pull this out and see what the tube would have looked like. So it would have looked something like this, with almost like a card lining in there, and the writing on the bottom again, which is what, Tash? Oh, I got it upside down. Hang on. It's alright, you come back a bit on that.
Okay, N9 551 something. I know there's an S and a V and a C, but I'm not sure.
And you can see that the...
Oh, it's got writing on the side.
Oh, it's on there. It says 151.
FOR something.
SOR something. And
oh, there's some red writing as well here.
Some red writing?
Yeah,
and some red writing on the top there.
Oh, explosive.
Explosive, it says. So it's a shame we didn't find a nice condition one, but that's what they would have been like anyway. And you can see the size of the case there, and it's actually got, Natasha's just pointed out to me, explosive written on there in red, although these aren't explosive anymore, they're just the shell cases, and the yellow writing on the side, and obviously the writing on the bottom. So part of our history really, and quite interesting in its own way. We'll see if we can find a better condition one, but I don't hold out a lot of hope, but we'll give it a try. And looking down in this area here, absolutely littered with these tubes, and still in the hunt for a good condition one, but I think we'll just carry on for a few minutes and see if we can find one that's a better condition, but still quite an unusual place to be. And you can see the rocks all around and other bits of scrap metal as well. The caves around here were used for storing munitions, and these are the empty cases that are left after that have been buried. And we were trying to find a good condition one, more than anything for my grandson's project when they do Second World War stuff. So this all inert stuff, it's not explosive in any way, but it's still an incredible place to visit and have a hook around. And I'll carry on for a little bit longer, see if I can find a good condition one, and if we can't, we'll have to call it a day. But really totally different. We can't mudlark at the moment because the rivers are too high. I don't really feel like magnet fishing, so it's a good way around it. It's something totally different. And there's some writing on this one here, it says LSM135. If you know what they mean, please let us know, because I'm pretty clueless on it. But fantastic again to see all this after the Second World War all buried in the ground here, and it's only the trees and erosion that have made it visible.
It's just like,
so Natasha's having a good dig in there, see if we can find anything. Well, after uncovering it and not managing to get it out, I've decided that it's either a brake or a clutch pedal for an old car, matching the old car parts we found further down. Might even be a Woodish Jeep or something, you never know, but that's what it is anyway. And just to remind you, these are the old car parts that we found. And you can see the valley is lined with Bath stone all the way along, and that's because underneath here are tunnels, caves and quarries. And this is one of the entrances to the many cave systems where the ammunition was stored years ago. I'm not going down in there, too dangerous, but they go for miles underneath here, absolutely miles. And these, even as we walk further on down the valley, you can see the ammo cases are strewn everywhere. There's another one there, so incredible. And as we're going through the woods here, you can see there's lots of areas where stuff has been dumped. There's the old kitchen sink down there, very deceptive, looked like an old bottle, but it is in fact a modern bottle. But stuff dumped all around here. Bit of old pot over here, is it, or is it a bit of the old sink? Let's have a look. Oh, the old sink hit me leg there. Let's have a look over here. And look at that, great big bit of old pot there, absolutely fantastic. And also, old bit of rusty tube there, I bet fitted like that one, look at that. And in these areas too, I'm finding bits of old pot, so it might be worth coming back and doing some exploration here sometime, because the soil does look right for old pottery and bottles. And going through the woods here, I've literally found hundreds of these little straps. You can see them there bedded into the tree. Oh. And here's one here. If you know what these are, please let me know, but probably something to do with ordnance, probably something to do with World War II, but there's absolutely littered everywhere. Also finding loads of these tops, Don't know what they be off of. Loads of them everywhere. And buckles. Look at that there. One and two, like strap buckles from something. Oh, and so you look down, there's more over here too. Look at those there. Look. If you know what they are, please let me know. And you can see on the top here the lids and all these, which are quite unusual, and they've got an eye on them, Natasha says. I ain't got my glasses on, so I'll have to believe her. And all of these little like strap buckles and bits of metal, literally thousands of them throughout the woods. It must be related, I would think, to the World War II stuff, but I don't know. I just dug up this strap from the woodland floor here, and you can see the buckle bits are on the end, and it's literally thousands of these straps and buckles everywhere. One of you boffins out there know exactly what they are, so please let me know. And this is the view of the Ammo Valley from the top. Very interesting. Absolutely very interesting day. Overall, if you've subscribed, thank you very much. If you haven't, please consider it. A lot of interesting stuff, and all I can say is thank you very much for watching. The old usual, please subscribe, but nonetheless, if you get something from it, that's the main thing. Thank you for watching.